What's up, guys? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So I'm gonna pull up a chair and talk to you for a minute. I got a bit of a headache, and today is the half marathon race. So just a second. Hopefully they don't come to try and clean the room. So what I wanted to talk to you about today was your journey. This is a challenge video. The reason I wanted to talk about your journey is because your journey is going to be extremely non-linear. You're going to think it's going to go straight in a line. And I'm actually here to, unfortunately, promise you that that will not be the case. And the reason I say that's not going to be the case is because life doesn't really work like that. And life doesn't always give you exactly what you wanted, if that makes sense. A few years ago, I was running, and sorry, I have a headache. I gotta get some water. I was running. I did a couple 5Ks. I did, as you know, and I've talked about it time and time again, that I meant to do a 10K, and ended up going too heavy on legs, and I couldn't run. So I skipped that, and then I kind of got a little bit defeated, as far as just mentally defeated. So I started getting into like bodybuilding, trying to build some muscle. I think I kind of got a little bit carried away with the whole process. It's a very slippery slope with somebody that has had issues with food and stuff like that. So I went up, down. I definitely built muscle and stuff like that, but it was a really hard learning curve for me. And I got up to like 250 from 193 when I was running. And when I started running, I started running again, or actually I went to start running again because I wanted to kind of trim down. And I didn't do my dynamic stretching. I went across the street where I always was running on that little dirt track in the nice neighborhood, as you know. And I didn't do my stretching. I took off and I fell to the ground like within like 2 or 3 steps. I was clearly too high in weight and wasn't like really thinking about it, and just thought that I was gonna get out there and run. I ended up messing up my Achilles tendon, which is right here on the back of my leg. So I ended up falling to the ground. As you know, I went through like physical therapy for a few years, and I wasn't able to run. If you remember, depending on how long you follow me, back then I was, I took off on some trips, and they were extremely painful because every time I went upstairs or any kind of incline or even like stepped up onto something, it was a lot of pain. So to say the least, I wasn't really making excuses. I just got myself into a predicament to where I wasn't able to keep running. So fast forward about, I did some dry needling, and that ended up helping. Remember, I started jogging and I was able to do it, and I wasn't really into like anything necessarily as far as like trying to put up big numbers or anything like that. Well, I ended up starting to train with a client, and we trained for 30 weeks, and I never missed a single run. I think I changed one day into like the next day, and it did get a little bit strange towards the end. as far as like some, I just didn't like the taper down thing. The taper down thing really bothered me at the end, because it's hard to mentally go from like running 11 miles in one day to like 8 miles. Excuse me. And about 3 days ago, or I guess it's been about a week now. I keep saying 3 days ago. It's been like, it's probably 8 days, 9 days, who knows, 10 days. I ended up with an injury in my plantar fasciitis, the arch of my foot. And I think what actually did that was I was carrying some weights through the gym with no shoes on. I had like 80-pound dumbbell on my shoulder, and I think I smashed into my heel too many times. And I usually don't wear no shoes because it causes me foot pain anyway, so I think I just stressed it out. Then I've been like overthinking it and kind of doing all these things, and probably ended up making it worse and favoring different sides, and now my hip hurts and all kinds of stuff, right? Well, I'm also here alone, and that's hard. That's hard because I trained with somebody and I really gave everything I had into that. And sometimes when you put like so much into something, the nonlinear process really jumps itself through the situation. You're gonna be on your journey, okay? And I don't know what motivates you. I don't know if it's a separation. I don't know if it's like it was like a health issue. I don't know if like a death in the family really kind of sparked your interest and said, you know what, I don't want to be unhealthy. This person died with diabetes or died of cancer and they were unhealthy or they were overweight, or I don't know if you're trying to be a good example for your children or what it is that motivates you, okay? For me, the biggest motivator for me is like my mental health. And I don't say that like as, I know I talk about it a lot and it's hard because I'm not the type of person that's using it as an excuse or a crutch or anything like that, but I know that it's difficult, and sometimes I don't really know how to process stuff, and the like lines get crossed, and mental health can be really hard for a lot of people, and it's including myself, okay? The reason I'm motivated to just do my best, I fuck up all the time, it's not a lie, you guys. We're all human, you know? We all have days where we eat like shit, or go out drinking, or do those things, and this is part of the reason I'm so fucking hard on people. And a lot of people don't understand why, but if I could have just had somebody that maybe was a little harder on me, maybe I wouldn't have made so many mistakes in my life, like, and I'm sure I'm still making them. Absolutely sure of it. At the end of the day, you have to remember one fucking thing. You have to remember it's your fucking journey. Maybe you're going to train with people. Maybe you're going to work out with people. Maybe there's going to be people that inspire you or help you along the way. I don't know. I have no idea. But what I do know is you have to remember to do this for you. Like, it doesn't matter if you get into a relationship. It doesn't matter if you separate. It doesn't matter if you become homeless. It doesn't matter if fucking nothing else matters, because this is your journey, dude. It's so fucking weird sometimes. And life in itself is obviously fucking weird. But if you could just step back and look from a distance, kind of like right here. If you could just be right down there and you can see and watching over, what's going on and everything, and as long as you're making some type of fucking progress, something, I don't care if it's the littlest fucking thing, just keep focusing on making those little things add up to fucking massive changes in your life, you guys. I used to do so many fucking drugs, it was ridiculous. I remember doing so much Freon. I huffed so much Freon on top of a bar one time. It was like the leftover canisters of green fucking Freon that they put inside the air conditioner. I threw up all of them over myself and fell off the fucking 2-story roof into like a dirt field and woke up with fucking vomit all over me. The shit that I've been through, I'm really fucking fortunate to be alive. And I know you guys have been through some shit too. It doesn't have to be to the extreme that I've been through, okay? You don't have to have been stabbed multiple times to live, okay? Your life is not like anybody else's, and that doesn't make it any less impactful on those that are around you. And I know some of you guys don't have people. And you know what? I don't really either. And you probably see me as a very social person. You see me as always around people. You see me in my mandatory social environments, you guys. I know what it's like to be alone. And I know because some of you guys are, please always do your best to stay on your healthy journey. Whether it's for mental health reasons, whether it's for medical health reasons, whether it's for a positive mindset just to feel good about yourself, whether it's for self-esteem, your confidence, it could be for those that you love around you. It could be your family, because dude, if you get like a single extra fucking day of this life, imagine the fucking things that you could see in just one day. Imagine the things that you could talk about in just a day. The feelings, the love, the pain, the struggle, the hardship, the everything. Stay focused, dude. Stay focused, because you will add days onto your life. You will add years onto your life. I used to drink every day. Every fucking day. I used to smoke every day. 4 packs a day. The drugs were just the tip of the iceberg. I got to where I was coughing every single day. It was so bad. I'm not perfect. I'm the furthest fucking thing from it. And I don't give a shit. But I know each and every day that I'm trying just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Those tiny little fucking glimpses of self-discipline are some of the most difficult fucking things I've ever done in my life. You guys, this is your fucking journey, okay? Make it fucking count. It's not just a life of existing. It's a life of living the best fucking life you can. And I promise you, health, fitness, diet, all those things are going to play a major fucking factor in it. But they're just part of the puzzle. Consistency is extremely important. Wish me luck. Be stronger than excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water and have a beautiful day. Bye.